making a great save.
I think there was Sekota as well who had one opportunity.
Sekota had an opportunity, but he's gaining a reputation every time that he's in the penalty area. He's going down. The referees will start discussing it to say be careful when he's on there. Look at Steve saying number 3, who's taking the 4th one, who's taking the 5th one. He's not telling them. He's asking the players who's taking the 3rd one, who's taking the 4th one. The 2 keepers standing together.
Coach Van Evangelos Velios in the background. I wonder what he was laughing about, because at this moment in time, you know, sometimes when you're in moments of high distress, it's that fight or flight, you laugh or you cry. He was laughing. I don't know what's going on there, but maybe that's the way he handles pressure.
I can lip read what the coach is saying. Let's do what we did at training. Let's be serious about this. Everybody giving Itumeleng Khune whatever advice they can be giving. But here will be the key in this penalty shootout. Quinica and Dupree, they know where the Stellenbosch players are going to take those kicks. Which side do they go? So they will advise Itumeleng Khune accordingly.
Or they would have been in midweek. They would have been doing that in midweek. Would have been advising. Although, let's be fair, I don't know that Chiefs expected to go this far into the game, because their flight is at 8 p.m. It's 6:05 right now.
The flight is what?
At 8 p.m. Chiefs are flying back. I don't know that they're going to make it, because it's 6:05 right now. That means they didn't expect penalties.
They didn't expect penalties, but I can guarantee you that Arthur Zwane and Dylan Shepherd would have prepared the team thoroughly. Same with Steve Barker, he would have prepared his team thoroughly.
Okay, I've just seen Bobby Motong now having a look at Dylan Shepherd's notes. He's seen the penalty takers and he's turned around and walked away. I don't know if that means he's satisfied with what he's seen, but he definitely had a look over at Coach Dylan Shepherd's notes. And our Coach Arthur Zwane has got his hands in his pocket. He seems like that's it. He's ready. He's done all he can do now.
Over 90 caps for Bafana. His experience is going to be keen. Advice to the keepers: stay on your feet for as long as possible. Let the taker make the decision. Makes it difficult for the penalty taker.
If he comes in and he's the hero today, there is no better soap opera than football, and it seems like it's set up for one of these goalkeepers today.
If Itumeleng Khune makes a save in this penalty shootout, this stadium is going to vibrate. They've been calling his name throughout the 120 minutes.
What is the referee saying to the two of them now?
You don't leave your goal line until I've blown the whistle. That is the instruction to the keepers.
It's unbelievable how relaxed he looks. Actually, both of them.
He has that presence. He has that presence when he's in goal. And you can hear the stadium already vibrating. Khune, they're calling his name.
All right, they are. They're chanting for Itumeleng Khune, and it looks like it'll be Khune versus Mendieta up first. It's a penalty shootout for a place in the MTN 8 semi-finals. And to talk us through it, here are the commentators.
So the Argentine against South Africa's most capped goalkeeper, 91 appearances for Bafana. Back in the goal for Kaizer Chiefs after a year and 13 days. Can he turn himself into an instant hero, 35-year-old Itumeleng Khune? Junior Mendieta has the pressure of the first kick, but Stellenbosch perhaps the advantage of the first kick as well. Because if you get this in, then Chiefs are playing catch-up. Mendieta against Khune, and it is Stellenbosch who are in the lead.
That's the confidence builder, the first penalty. All the pressure now on the second kicker. Exactly what he wanted to do, side netting. Great penalty from Mendieta.
Cole Alexander will be handed the responsibility of Kaizer Chiefs' first kick. Mendieta has done his business for the afternoon. And now Lee Langerveldt also back in the side. He only managed 6 matches last year, had quite a bit of injury concerns. Also vastly experienced. Cole Alexander sends him the wrong way, and it's 1-1. 5 kicks apiece, and if it's still needed, sudden death.
A confident one from Cole Alexander. Steps up as a senior player, sends Langerveldt the wrong direction.
Busted in to take the third kick, and already the games which have begins now. Kune having a few words with him before making his way back onto his line. Big responsibility for the young fullback. Looking to deliver with the left foot. Busted in against Kune. Second kick for Stellenbosch. Taking his time. Kune sent the wrong way. And busted in gives him a bit of verbals afterwards as well. And Kune can only smile about it.
Yeah, I love the way he just stayed calm, didn't rush. A bit of a stutter with the run-up.
Watch his hand here. Just tells Kune, steady son.
Wasn't having any of that.
100% delivery so far. Keegan Dolly, who would ordinarily be one of the considered set-piece takers for Kaizer Chiefs, were we in open play. He's got a gorgeous left foot as well. Up against Langerveld. He's going to power it, and he's going to power it past the goalkeeper, who went the right way.
As he normally does, he just looked over to Kune and said, save one. Save one. A side shuffle, chose his spot. Bottom right, no chance for Langerveld.
Just a power beating Lee Langerveld. There's the celebration from the bench from Mulawandam Matoho, who we haven't seen for a while either. Nice that he was back on the bench. Now Ngaga, and a bit of showmanship here now, gamesmanship I should say, with the experienced Kune. He's got a little smile on his face. He knows the tricks at this level. Now Ngaga, a little bit of a showman on the field. Is this going to be a showy penalty? It's a simple one. Nicely done.
Yep, he made that look so easy. With a smile to add. Not a long run up. Pretty close to the ball. Knew what he wanted to do. Calmly slotted from Ngaga.
Kosipile Ngobo came on as a second half substitute. Had one effort on goal with the left foot, which was rather tame. Lee Langerveld will now do pretty much the same as what Kune did, and exchange a few words there too. What's the impact on the youngster? This is going to be another left-footed penalty as well. When last did we see 3 successive left-footed penalties in the shootout? Ngobo sends Langerveld the wrong way. Job done.
Yeah, made that look easy, didn't he? As calm as ever. The youngster steps up, straight down the middle. That's brave.
Dino van Rooyen, who found the back of the net against Kaizer Chiefs in their last league meeting here in April, when Stellenbosch won by a 0-0. Back to the right footers. Oh, that's a poor penalty. Very, very poor. What was he thinking there? Kune makes the save. Kaizer Chiefs have the advantage.
He used the instep, and prayers from above seems to be answered. Instep, straight to the ball, not from an angle, and Chumalin Kune comes out top. What a save.
There's a full stretch there from Kune. That's the reaction from his teammates, and the advantage is now with Kaizer Chiefs. Nange will take their 4th one. If he scores this, they go in the lead, and they'll need just one more to book their semi-final place. He's up against his old side, Nange. Up against Langerveld. He puts that in the back of the net, and Chiefs edge closer to the semi-finals. They need one more successful kick. In fact, if Kune saves this one, they'll be through.
And that was a nice call from Nange. So difficult to come up against a former teammate. And he certainly made sure of that one, Nange.
Looks as if the Congolese Likuta has been given the task of taking the last of Stellenbosch's 5. So he must score this. Chiefs have that advantage. Likuta up against Kune to go with the left foot as well, and that's saved too, and Kaizer Chiefs are through. They have won here and advance to the semi-finals of the MTN8. Itumeleng Kune with 2 saves will be the hero tonight. Stellenbosch have thrown this away, Stanton Fredericks.
Mark, they say form is temporary, class is permanent, and up stepped Kune and showed his class, held his nerve. He was the king of the penalty shots, but take nothing away from Kaizer Chiefs.